What's up, guys? Welcome to take 3 of this video or something like that. I cannot seem to get the video I want right. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the second channel. Let's do a quick little channel update today. Talk about some cool stuff going on in my life, and we will talk about how that's going to affect this channel. So for those who haven't watched my main channel, which is linked in the recommended channels on the sidebar here, or on not the sidebar, but on my channel page, pretty much, you guys can find my main channel. That is, of course, a vlog and car channel, which is why this channel has a lot of racing game focus. It's just kind of what I've always been into. So yeah, that's kind of been that. But I talked recently in there in a channel update about some life changes that I was doing, and now it has started to stretch to where it'll affect this channel as well, and not in a negative way, actually. It's in a very positive way. So let's get right into that. So for those who didn't watch that video or just don't watch my main channel as a general rule, I'm going to be going into core reporting. I've left my film school at the university I was attending and wound up starting a core reporting program. And I'll be out of there in December, which is a huge win for me, as I wasn't slated to graduate from my university until next December. It was going to be almost, like 2 years from, whenever, last year at least, it was going to be 2 years for me to graduate, where I'll be graduating at the end of this year now, which is just incredible. And I'm really excited for that, because ever since everyone else in my graduating class graduated from college and my girlfriend graduated from college, I've just been ready to get out. I've just been so ready to get out and, start doing things. School just has never been something I personally, enjoyed. I've never been like, well, I love going to school and learning. No, it's never been me. I've never been a fan of learning at school. I say that I love learning. Don't get me wrong. I love learning new tech tricks and, gaming tricks and, car stuff. I mean, that's great. But going to school, I want to be able to make best use of the information I have to take in. And unfortunately, I've never really been able to do that right at school and find my happy place in my schoolwork and stuff like that. Even in my film courses, I just did not enjoy it. It was just, I don't know if it's because I was falling out of love with that profession, which is what brought me to this point. I have a lot of reasons why I decided to make that switch, which is just job security and pay. The film industry has zero job security, guys. Literally, you show up 2 minutes late for work and you're fired. And I don't know about y'all, I'm not going to go to school for 4 to 5 years only to run into traffic on my way to work and get fired because of something that was out of my control. That's not something I'm very interested in. So I'd like to be able to have a day where I run late because there was a wreck somewhere and it took me an extra couple minutes. Then, get fired. And that was kind of my main thing. And the pay is just not great. I looked it up. I did research. I would literally make a little bit more than what I make now in my current part-time job at a car wash. And I feel like I probably still have more fun doing that than working at a car wash. I'm not going to lie. I like my job, but there are days where I'm just like, this was not a fun day. And, sure, at the end of the day, working in the film industry is probably a bit more fun. But the pay is just not going to be worth it for me. And the lack of job security is a major problem for me. And so I made it pretty clear that, in my head at least, that I was not going to go to school for this long and not be able to pay any student loans back, not be stuck with those for the rest of my life. And which isn't a lot. It's not like I have $100K in student loans or anything, but I genuinely would like to have something where I could feasibly live and not have to worry about making ends meet. It's not been something I enjoy doing, and I'd like to be able to, live a life where, there's not a lot to stress over. And core reporting kind of was able to bring me that closure because there's extreme job security. It's not a job you'll get fired from easy, and unless you're doing some shady crap, practicing without a license, stuff like that, which is why I'm doing the program so I can get licensed to do it. And then from there, making the money I'd like to support my dreams and, own all the cool tech, all the cool cars. I mean, be able to do whatever I want. And that's kind of been something I want to live with. And that was kind of my main reasoning is, I get out of school faster, I'll have the job security, and the pay will be exceptionally better. So how does that affect the channel then? Let's talk about how it affects the main channel. Obviously, it's going to allow me to get a lot more cool cars in and, do a lot more fun projects and, have more fun in life. And because I mean, that channel is not just cars, it's vlogs. So I can do a lot more cool vlog content. And that's kind of a major thing there. But for here, and this is the immediate effects of this thing, is I have saved some money up to do a project on my car. That project is being changed and the timeline's being updated. It's being pretty much pushed back. And I'm waiting on something that I have to be sold so that I can work on this project. And the money I originally saved up to start this project will now be going towards building up my setup for court reporter use. My mom pointed out that leisure should come after work when it comes to, personal investments. And investments to make money are better than investments that aren't going to make money. And that goes for anything. Hobbies are always special. And obviously, it's not like I'm saying, oh yeah, I'm done with cars, I'm buying a Prius. No. But with the money that I have saved up, I'm being responsible with it. I'm going to invest it in my future. And that is going to be building this PC to be probably one of the most overbuilt PCs that a core reporter ever owns. And I'm excited to do that because of the processor I'll be going with. So let's talk about what upgrades I'll be doing in the immediate future and in the distant future. Immediate future-wise, RAM, a solid-state drive, and most notoriously, a CPU. It is time for a CPU upgrade. My 6-core is doing fantastic as it is. My Ryzen 5 3600. It's fantastic. I love that CPU. But I want to have something that's going to be able to make my job easy. And I mean, something where I'm not going to have to, sit around waiting forever on it, lagging or anything like that. Being able to just workhorse my job. And that's kind of my way of thinking, is I'm going to have a computer that is so responsive that nothing will slow it down. And so I have decided I'm going to be purchasing a Ryzen 9 5950X. I'm staying at Team Ryzen because it's just the least amount of money for me to make the upgrade. If I wanted to go Nvidia now, or not Nvidia, Intel now, and get something like an i9, I would have to swap out the motherboard. And that's an added expense that I am not ready to make. So I'm going to be using my standard B450 board that I still own, and we'll be rocking the Ryzen 9 5950X. It is going to be quite the setup. I mean, let's be real. It's going to be bottlenecked really badly. I have an RX 580 graphics card. It's not the greatest for, the setup I'm going to be running in terms of a CPU. But I do plan on upgrading it to a RTX 3000 series card at some point. I really have my eyes set on the 3060 Ti. And I keep wanting to settle for a standard 3060, but I do not want to do that. I don't like settling. I've done it so many times in life, and it's never done me any good. So I would like to, get a 3060 Ti. The problem is, those doggone scalpers that ruined us here, normal people like me who just, have a lot less money to throw around and, work pretty hard for the money they have, can't afford one at MSRP. Can't afford them because no one's selling them at MSRP. 3060 Ti start at $400, but you can't find one for really under $800 in most places. So unless you're looking at StockX, that's the only place I've seen them go under $800. And even then, it's still over MSRP by like $200. So, I genuinely am just waiting on the market to die down, or I just get enough money to do it. I'll pull the trigger on it. I've debated doing it. Technically, I have enough where I could do it. But I don't want to go bankrupt because it would practically take everything I own. And I'm not sure I want to spend that kind of money yet on a GPU. And so that's kind of my issue I'm running into, is I don't want to be spending 3070, 3080 prices on a 3060. And spending Quadro prices on a 3080 or 3090, So it's definitely an interesting scenario to be put into. But as far as CPU upgrades go, that's going to be the first thing that happens. I mean, this is going to be within the next few days. I've also got a new desk that I got for my birthday. This past Monday was my birthday, August 16th. And my parents bought me a desk. So I'll have a new desk to work with now, which is going to be great. I do plan on getting a second monitor. My way I have it planned, it's an L shape. I'm going to have my productivity side, which is probably going to have the monitor I have right now. And then I'm going to have my play side, which is going to be where my wheel setup is set up at, where everything else is going to be. And that way I can literally just turn my chair and I'll be ready to play or ready to work. And I think that's going to be really cool. I'll have my desktop in the middle of, in the corner of the L shape. It's going to be pretty sick. I'm excited to see how that works. I have some retooling to do in my room because if you guys have watched my channel, you guys have seen my room before. It's not very big. But I'm really excited to get all the fun stuff going here soon with the second channel here. The goal is going to be getting that 5950X in the next couple of days. I was hoping I'd have it by now, but it just hasn't lined up. But I'll be picking it up here in the next couple of days from my local Micro Center. And if they restock 3060s in time and the prices aren't too absurd, I may snack one as well. But that's not sure exactly if I'm going to do that just yet because the market's just absurd and everywhere wants a lot of money for them, including Micro Center even. But yeah, before I close the video out... Alright, my girlfriend called me. Sorry about that. Cut there. And yeah. So to close out the video, let's talk quickly about the Let's Plays. And that including our current ones, Pokemon Platinum and Assetto Corsa. So the Assetto Corsa Let's Play isn't really as much of a Let's Play as much as it is just me drifting. I just put it in the same tier as my Let's Plays because technically I'm playing the game. But there's no real story to Assetto Corsa, which is why I'm not doing a Let's Play of Assetto like I have been, you know, say Gran Turismo 4, for example, which I'll get into at the end of this. So Assetto Corsa, I ran into an issue with my recording setup. Pretty much my RX 580 out of nowhere just does not like to record any normal AAA games, and that includes Assetto. I ran into an issue during the Texas Drift segment of the last episode, which was cut out. And I only showed off the Road Atlanta portion. For that reason, it's just the video was just destroyed for some reason on the Texas format, on the Texas side of it. So I ditched it and went with just the Atlanta portion because the Atlanta portion recorded properly. Forza Horizon 4, I cannot record at all. Some games I just can't record, and I think that I am in definite need of NVENC or like an Elgato or even or something like that, which is weird on a PC, but it might be very helpful. I do want to get one eventually for my HDMI stuff, though, like my Switch and eventually the PS5, because I do plan on getting one once the refurbished market starts getting a hold of them, because I know their supply is starting to get fixed. I know, but PS5s in particular, they're starting to actually get some in stock. And the Xbox Series models are also getting a lot more in stock now, which is nice. So that's been pretty nice, but I know that, you know, what was I going to say? You know, PS5s seem to be a little bit worse in terms of stock, but I do plan on getting one once the refurbished market gets hit with them and getting Gran Turismo 7. The reason I went in refurbished is because I don't want to spend the MSRP on a PS5 only for Gran Turismo 7, because that's all I plan on playing on it. And I'm going to do a full Let's Play of that game for this channel if I can make it happen by then, if I can get a Elgato, stuff like that for it, because that's what I plan on buying it. I was planning on getting one this year, but since GT7 got delayed, I played GTA on PC, which is the only other game I would play on it. Like, there's no point in me getting one right now. I'm not going to play anything on it. I mean, GT7, like I said, is delayed until next year, and that'll be the next time I'd play it. But anyway, let's talk about the Pokemon Let's Plays. So, yeah, we're going to be doing our Platinum Let's Play and continuing that. As time goes on, we'll be finishing that up. And that's kind of our active Let's Play at the moment because of what I've been running into with Assetto. So I'm really excited to continue that on. It's probably one of my favorite Let's Plays I've done in a long time. I have a lot of fun with it. I got a comment the other day talking about the episode titles, and I put a lot of effort into those episode titles. With GT4, I tend to just do episode titles related to what's going on in the video. With Pokemon Platinum Let's Play stuff, I try really hard to be creative with it. Where it was with this, you know, you guys remember a lot of them, it was like, oh yeah, I did a wet race with my Subaru Legacy. With the Platinum Let's Play, I'm trying to think of ways to tie in, you know, Season 1 anime-style titles of episodes. And that was kind of how I've been doing it, is I've been taking what's been going on in the specific episode of Let's Play and just kind of think of some sort of, like, weird, wacky way to say it. And that's kind of where the episode titles came from, and I really enjoy doing that. It brings a little creativity. I can be a bit humorous with the episode titles, and it's just fun. I have a lot of fun with that Let's Play, but I'm going to do another Pokemon Let's Play probably soon after the Platinum Let's Play ends up, because once Platinum does end, I'll be resuming the Gran Turismo 4 side, you know, this game in particular. And we'll be doing some videos, including the pace car even. I want to do an episode based on the pace car, because this car is just kind of iconic to me in this game. But we'll be resuming the GT4 Let's Play, doing some of the harder difficulty races. And it'll be very similar to like what we had with the GTWC at the end of the original run of the Let's Play. So think of it as a season 2. And with Platinum, we'll be moving on from Platinum to Emerald. I think that's going to be the next Pokemon Let's Play, is Emerald version. Oh, wow, that was a bad wreck. We might do a Black and White Let's Play, but I think Emerald will be next in line. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you did enjoy it and are excited to see what's coming soon. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content coming soon. I'm also going to do some one-off game showcases of just games that I loved as a kid and wanted to talk about. For now, guys, hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, guys.